Hello. This year we have the home cat Suni, Irma, look. Welcome. 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 How are you guys doing?
Okay, that was too much. Too much. How are you guys? I am EP. Howdy, howdy. Hello, Lamp. You sounded like generic male streamer number 20. 24, 24 with that filter. Hell yeah, that's me. Generic male streamer. Building a new set of stuff. Ooh, what did you build now? Oh yeah, the Clowning for Silksong has finally ended. I saw all my friends were losing it. And my sister too. I feel like everyone around me was waiting for it, except me. But you know, I'm happy for them. Dum, dum. Restrain myself to only one kid bash. I am so proud of you. But yeah, it's so funny that everyone is like, now what? There's no more Silksong memes because the game is actually releasing. It's actually coming out. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Is that the one and only Hakuya? I see. Hakuya, tell them your experience with Mate. They were asking me the other day. I'm hiring the world's greatest shift to sell sex so we can keep the memes. Vale. This is later than usual for a Saturday. It almost killed me. Let's go. I mean, what? Is Draggy available for a side job? Mayhaps. But yeah, I was telling everyone how you kept drinking and drinking and drinking more. The caffeine didn't hit until I got back to my hotel. Oh no. Yeah, he drank a lot. And then got hit by the super mega caffeine hit. What did you put in it? Nothing. You just see the caffeine hit him hard. It's just regular mate from Brazil. Couldn't get it from somewhere else. Delayed caffeine reaction, but like, why can't I sleep? Real. I should do this thing. We're gonna talk about it more next week. Oh yeah, right. We are playing next week. I need to put that on my calendar so I won't forget. Yippee! Okay, sorry, I'm doing thingies in the game so we can jump into it. Because I don't have that much time today. Need to wake up early tomorrow. I could have technically started stream early because I wasn't doing anything. I was just listening to music. But I was in one of those moods, you know, that you just really want to listen to music and daydream. So I did that until like half an hour before stream. You need Semmelweis? Oh, you mean you mean hair?
Oh, welcome. You appear to have come in a hurry, so there must be an emergency. Am I right?
I even have her psyche though. I'm trying to get it. You mean Hair, the character that was given away for free? If you had fallen for my propaganda earlier, you will have her. Man, I really want the skins. Like all of them. Look at Marcus. Look at Villa. Look at Hisabet. I don't have Hisabet, but look at her. She's beautiful. I love this artist. Hisabet and Villa have the same artist. And I love them. Thank you very much. I love the Marcus one. Yeah, it's so cute. My baby. My daughter. You have not seen the Marcus chapter. Where is it that... Oh, here it is. No, I don't have nearly enough for... Wait, where's the... Oh wait, no, I think I get it from somewhere else. Don't I? Yeah, I don't remember from where. Anyway. I pulled 6 diamond at 200. Yeah, me too. I pulled 40 times. Because I don't have currency. I need to farm more currency, but I haven't played the game. Look who's here! Wait, let's see. I don't think we'll manage to get another 10 pull for today, but we will sure try. What's this? Oh, it's to buy. Alright, let's just go. Let's continue because we haven't made that much progress. Do I have anything pending here? No, okay. Let's go. Agnus Dei. A qualified model should be called sleek and unmoving, like a block of ice. I love that they used the music. It makes me so nostalgic. Remember when Assassin's Creed was good? The good old times. They said, "Come, let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens."
These murals have nearly faded away.
Nonetheless, it appears we can rule out a biblical scene, nor does it appear to connect with any significant Greco-Roman mythology.
Yeah, I remember Assassin's Creed 1. Yeah. 1 and 2. And like the little spin-off / sequels of 2 were like peak Assassin's Creed. I was watching the old Al-Molim dialogues and it was so big. Yeah.
Perhaps there's some metaphor hidden in the narrative of these paintings. And if we can figure it out, we will find our way to the secret chamber.
I saw the Cassandra trailer too. I love it. I love Cassandra. I really like the. I did like Origins. And Odyssey was just too bloated, but you know the main stuff was fun. It's just that it was so easy to just get loaded with like an infinite amount of things that it was just like AC1 was very focused, yeah. Origins only had like a very limited amount of like side quests per town. So it wasn't like crazy open world with just like load quests everywhere. So you know, it was okay. And then somehow from that they went like, we should add like 1 million more side quests that make no sense. And that they're all the same. And you were like, why? Why? You had a nice thing going with Origins. You know, it wasn't the same, but it was a nice thing still. Why do you have to go and ruin it again?
The problem is, there are so many murals. Where do we begin?
In most cases, you view a fresco straight ahead and from top to bottom.
Thank you, Ezio. A nice thing going on Ubisoft? Impossible. Yeah, no, they will release a nice thing, you know, and people will like it, and then they will look at it and be like, okay, let's ruin it for the next installment.
In this order, they seem to be telling a simple story about a group of people and a peculiar bird.
Simple and straightforward. Except for this part.
Ezio gazes at the blank area of the center of the fresco. As if by silent agreement, the faded pigments around it all keep their distance. All the questions seem to center there.
What is the meaning of this?
What is the meaning of this?
Interesting transition. Huh?
My face! Why have you made it look so horrible?
Please don't worry, Signorina. This is only the first stage of my draft. I must draw out the details in rough so that you won't end up looking like an empty shell. They will help to express how you stand, move around, and exhibit feelings.
Really? Then Miss Sotheby will still look pretty, right? Once you've finished with all the glamorous colors and those adorable little angels.
In a sort of way, yes. Except, of course, that it won't be you. It will be the Virgin Mary. But other than that, you'll have everything you hope for, including all the colors and the little angels.
Hooray!
Hooray! Bertin is just like silent.
I hadn't actually thought you'd use the time to paint.
Of course. And we must take our work seriously at that. Father Alberto may show up for an inspection at any time.
I see. I notice you've used some guidelines in the background. Are you using linear perspective theory?
Sotheby is the only one in this game with her priorities straight, yeah. The painter's eyes lit up with surprise and delight.
Caspita, I hadn't expected you to know about that.
Where we come from, mastering this fundamental concept is essential for every artist.
Cosa? A fundamental? That would make your homeland some kind of painter's paradise. Don't tell me even your snails can paint.
Oh, that would be such a delight, don't you think?
Bertin, please. That's art 101, yeah. Art that and drapes, yeah. But I'm like, Bertin, please. Don't speak out of era.
I've never painted snails, but I've painted eggs. Mr. Carson once told me it was a part of your training method that...
Excuse me. Sorry to interrupt. Perhaps, Mr. Leonardo, you could tell us more about your use of linear perspective. My understanding of it might differ from yours.
Con piacere.
Oh! Okay, I guess we're actually drawing. These lines obviously can be made to look larger or smaller depending on where they are on the line. Using them, we can create a convincing sense of depth. Wow! Now try extending them and see what happens. Wow! Look at this! I'm doing art. Exactly. These are orthogonals, or perspective lines. These lines spring from the vanishing point. There are many other orthogonals in the painting. Try looking for the rest. God, the music! Assassin's Creed, I miss you. Yippee! Perspective.
2 vanishing points, huh? I wonder if a painting can have 3, 4, or an infinite number of vanishing points. Wait, I guess they would get all tangled and messed up that way. What was I thinking?
Multiple vanishing points, waning sanctuaries. Eureka! I can't believe I didn't think of it sooner. If the whole thing is connected to Paolo Cello, then of course, linear perspective would be crucial for solving the riddle.
He turns around, excitement gleaming in his eyes as he looks at his 2 bewildered companions.
Do you still remember the riddle? Sub cadente fulgore, cadencia sanctuaria coniunguntur.
Could waning sanctuaries be his way of saying vanishing points?
See, I believe so. Following this logic, then for them to unite must refer to the intersection of the lines extending from the vanishing points, and waning glow naturally must refer to the setting sun.
I see. Why are all artists from this era like that? Like they love like their riddles and stuff and hidden things and ciphers. He raises his brush, pointing toward the window.
In other words, we need to find the intersection of the vanishing points before the sun sets.
They are all insane, true.
But the riddle didn't specify which painting, did it?
It must be a fresco right outside the secret chamber. Rumors say the secret chamber switch is hidden within a mysterious fresco. A fresco often consists of multiple sections. If all of them employ linear perspective,
Then there will be a lot of vanishing points to follow.
Yippee! The sound of the bells tolling reverberates through the building, mingling with the rising smoke from a nearby sensor.
by the bells, it must be 5 already. We must hurry and inform Ezio of our discovery. We won't be able to solve the riddle once night falls. Time is of the essence.
You know, that job some people into who are obsessed with puzzle. The past it was artists, modern day it's computer science. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Uh-huh. Then it's time we take action.
Also, artists, you know, in this time used to have a lot more free time since they will find patrons to basically feed them, so they could just do art.
Mr. Leonardo, please stay here and keep Father Alberto busy while Vertin and I inform Mr. Apple about...
And now you have Patreon time is a flat circle. Oh my god, you're right! The fog from the sensor thickens.
Where have these clouds come from? I feel like... I could use some shut-eye right now.
No, this isn't time to sleep. We must find... Wait. What are we trying to find?
I knew the smoke getting more dense suddenly was suspicious.
Your sleeping gas. Cover your nose. Hurry.
Larry so ADHD coded, they made him very moe here. What do you mean? He always was. The two lean on each other, but soon collapse to the floor together.
Sotheby! Leonardo! Not good. This fog is getting thicker by the second.
She scrambles to get away, but soon falls to the floor with the others. After an unknown amount of time, soft footsteps echo in the darkness.
Leonardo? What's going on here? Have you fallen asleep?
Their silence is a silent affirmation.
Keep on sleeping, poor lambs. And may you have sweet dreams.
What?
May the Father of Understanding guide us.
Wait a second. That's no bueno. Oh shit! He brought up the Father of Understanding. He is a Templar! Bestiary. Birds never talk much. They only sing of spring, of tears about to fall, and of poetry. Do they? Chamber entrance, cathedral interior. Oh great, Apple is asleep too.
Uccello.
Who? Where? Oh, sorry. I hadn't meant to drift asleep. It's just that so much has happened over the past few days.
The assassin's attention is fixed intently on the fresco before him.
Perhaps the bird in the fresco represents Uccello himself. Uccello means bird, after all.
Incredible.
So then, in these paintings, Uccello is a wondrous bird that has many followers.
A metaphor.
It seems like we're nearly there, but something's still missing. Perhaps I can take a closer look.
Apollo slowly floats upward to the blank area. As if in perfect synchronization, a beam of light passes through the stained glass, illuminating Apple and the blank area before him. Fervent reds, vivid greens, a panoply of new colors blossom in the light, only to fade like the ebbing tide.
You saw that too, right?
Ezio nods.
There were colors. Fleeting, yes. But no trace of color is ever fully erased. Let's see.
Also, Reverse is releasing collab merch. You know, as the collab merch with the Assassin's Creed collab. They're releasing merch, and they have like a little scarf mantle kind of thingy that you just drape over your shoulders, and it has the assassin hood, and it looks so cool. And I'm like, I don't know how I will wear that, but I want it. It looks so cool. I'm gonna send it on video games. Let me quickly find it. Oh wait, it's not here, it's in their Twitter. What was the store? I think it was like good goods. Don't remember that because they have a different store, a different Twitter for their store. Oh yeah, it is Goods store. Okay. Where is it? Where it's not here? It's not on. It's not on global. They have 2.7 here. Where is it that they had it then? I saw it. Oh wait, I think it was... Might have been from the Chinese. Yeah, it was... Okay, yeah, it was from the Chinese. Reverse... I remember now. Reverse 99, Assassin's Creed, collab, merch. Someone will have uploaded it. Hello, PCU. And images. God, I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Gonna send it on video games. Dun, 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 dun. On the Discord. Look at this merch. It's insane. Like they have the little cape-like thingy. And like some little pouches. The hidden blade. I mean, it's a charm still. And mouse pads. It has more. If you go to the Twitter, it has more like it's a thread. They went harder than Ubisoft themselves. They have like little badge sets for Ezio, Cassandra, and Alexios with like little Assassin's Creed coins. They have some for the skins also. They have keychains for the collab skins. Postcards. Acrylic stands also from the skins from Ezio, Cassandra, and Alexios. Shikishi words. A fucking umbrella. like, I hope they bring it to the global store, but they haven't announced it yet. But I'm like, damn, yeah, they didn't need to go this hard. Like, the cape especially looks so good. I'm like, God, I want that. Imagine if Ubisoft went this hard. I mean, they did do hoodies. And some of the hoodies were cool, but I think that was pretty much it. I have one of the official hoodies. It comes with rope, yeah! And a blade. It's crazy! I feel like Ubi can do good stuff. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with Ubi. It's like, you know, they can because they've done good stuff. It's just that it feels like they're actively choosing not to. And it's like, come on, man. But yeah, it's gonna be on the tennis store. I really hope they bring it to the global store. As you grew up, made in Montreal. Yeah, I know where Ubisoft is. I know where the Ubisoft offices are. I went back to play Far Cry 4 and was like, oh right, this is why they were so big. Yeah! It's all corporate. Far Cry will monetize this and make it accessible to maximize profit. Yep. And they also make less cool stuff. You know, like hoodies. Now the Montreal office is stuck on... Clump stops by Rainbow Six Siege X. I remember when someone called with a bomb threat to the Ubisoft office here. I was following the news and like everyone... I don't know, I don't care if it was a bomb threat, but like there was something, you know, and everyone had to go, you know, all the police had to go into the roof and there were pictures. And it was nothing in the end, but it felt like, huh, crazy. I reinstalled Rogue. I've heard Rogue is really, it's actually pretty good, but somehow it gets looked over a lot for some reason. People don't really talk about Rogue. I think there was someone mad at the balance patch in R6. I see. It's good, but it got screwed over by previous gen. I see. I actually really enjoyed. Oh, yes. Oh my god, guys, I had food. And I didn't know. I have popcorn chicken. Let me go put it in the oven for a bit. Creed 4 released on next gen console, Rogue got left behind on the PS3. Ah, yeah, right, that's what happened. But anyway, let's continue. Let's continue with actual Assassin's Creed pick. that we shall never get from what we saw again. Etsy wipes the blank section of the wall, then snips his hand.
There's a faint metallic smell.
Metallic smell? But this apple doesn't see anything on the wall that could create such a smell.
Trust me. In my line of work, I've become very familiar with this scent.
He makes the Italian hand gesture. There is unwavering confidence in his tone.
I do hope you aren't implying that those awful rumors that Mr. Leonardo told me yesterday are true.
What awful rumors. Then they cut their wrist to shed blood, mixed it with hair and soil, and painted the mixture on the wall. Oh, yeah, right. About the cult.
No. I refuse to follow this train of thought. It must be something else. Something less gory. Give me a minute. Metal oxidation, frescoes, and pigment.
A series of keywords emerge and intertwine in his mind until the final piece of the puzzle falls into place.
Oh, I've got it!
He's got it!
Many artists in this era use pigments derived from minerals such as ochre, lapis lazuli, and chromium compounds. When exposed to moisture, they undergo oxidation, which may be the source of this metallic scent.
So, yeah, lapis lazuli mentioned. Apple stares at the blank space in front of him.
Yes, it all makes sense now. I've cracked the code to this perplexing riddle, and the answer shines brighter than ever before.
A deliberate pause, as if awaiting thunderous applause from his audience.
Per favore.
The assassin stifles a laugh and makes a polite bow to suggest he continue.
I can only conclude that the artist used a special pigment that's only visible under specific lighting.
Oh.
Only visible under specific lighting? How? That sounds like sorcery.
This isn't sorcery, amico. It's science. Back in this apple's timeline, homeland, pigments like this are not particularly rare.
They're so bad at keeping up the facade.
But why does this phenomenon seem to be receptive to my body? Oh, I see!
Apple's golden glow grows even brighter, like a small rising sun.
So this apple is no different than a kind of optical filter?
An optical filter?
As you might know, sunlight consists of various wavelengths of electromagnetic radiation.
Waves of sunlight? I don't get it.
He does not know.
Never mind that. Let's assume this pigment is only visible under specific colors of light, say, red light or orange light.
It's the wuthering. The wuthering waves.
At dusk, when the sun is near the horizon, its rays travel through the atmosphere at a steeper angle, which diffuses the blue and ultraviolet light, causing the sunlight to appear more orange and red. A sunset, in other words.
Bro, WUA 2.5 was absolute cinema. It was so peak.
Building on this, if we use an optical filter to block out even more blue and ultraviolet wavelengths...
You may as well get to the point, Signore Apple, because you've lost me.
It's like, I don't understand anything. Just tell me what you're gonna do. Apple twirls excitedly in midair.
With the right amount of red and orange light, the pigment on the wall should become visible.
But for how long? The light from before faded in an instant.
Well, that's true. Highly limited in duration, and in size too. Nothing like the breathtaking display Leonardo demonstrated in the monastery. It may require a particular angle to achieve the desired effect. However, figuring that out will take some complex mathematical calculations.
They both paused to examine the painting. The wide space remains undisturbed, impervious to its observers.
So, this is Uccello's final puzzle, huh? All this has really piqued my curiosity, Ezio. What kind of a man was this Paolo Uccello?
Mi dispiace. I can't even recall his face. Though I'm not surprised by his use of riddles. If he is anything like the other artists I know. They all like hiding puzzles in their work. It's a means of protecting them from imposters. I do know he has a passion for drawing birds. That's part of the reason they call him Uccello.
You can tell from the meticulous detailing he painted them with.
So that's not actually his name?
Other than that, though, he was quite ordinary.
Not as lively as Leonardo, nor as eccentric as Brunelleschi.
Is that so? Yet this ordinary man had a mind as vast as the universe itself. Not only was he a legendary painter, but he was also a pioneer in perspective and lighting.
Tell me this is Roger Craig Smith. Who? Ezio? Wait, I'm gonna double check because I think I recognize the name, but I don't wanna say yes without being sure. I don't think... I don't think it's the same one. You know, I don't think they could get the same ones. Oh, Leonardo's VA is the same one though. I didn't notice. But yeah, I guess we won't really know until the voice actor comes out and says it. It would have been apocalyptic if they got Ezio's original VA. Yeah. I mean, they use a lot of remote voice actors, but You know, they're a British studio. So I guess for one reason or another, they didn't get the same VA. And like they usually call for auditions. So I don't know, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how it might work in these things, you know, if they actually try to contact the voice actors. Or if they'll just be like, nah. But yeah, he's killing it. He's killing it indeed. Cassandra's is not the same either. I'm pretty sure, at least, that it's not the same. Which it makes it funny that they got Leonardo's. Everyone's going hammer collabs, niggas collabing with Resident Evil. Oh yeah, I saw that. That's insane. There's this collab. I know Punishing Grey Raven had a collab with Devil May Cry. Uwagas has the Cyberpunk collab announced at some point. We don't talk about the other game. They had a very iPop collab with a very well-known franchise that did not deliver at all. We don't talk about that. For those not in the know, Star Rail had a collab with Fate. Fate Stay Night. You know, a small franchise. They announced it like a year ago. You know, a year in advance. It finally dropped. I think it was the kind of like the first collab to drop in all these gacha, between all these gacha collabs that are happening. I haven't done it, but I have not heard anything good about it. And I'm like, how do you flop Fate? Like, that's insane. That's insane. Like, it's free. It's like, it's free success. It was nothing. You know, there was Saber, Archer. At least Archer was free, and I think he's a pretty good unit. So you know, I have him there. They had a Lancer model, but you know, he was not playable. I think those were the only 3 servants they modeled, and for the other ones they used just generic NPC models. You know, they had no English voice acting, but they didn't have any option to, like, you know, just have their voices play in Japanese. If you have the English voice acting on, if you had the game in English, they will just not do voice at all. They brought back an NPC that they keep bringing back for events, and he's so annoying. Like, everyone hates him. But like, during the first event that he showed up, you know, the people like memeing on him. They were like, haha, this annoying guy got what he deserved. We got to humiliate him, haha. So apparently now Hoyo is like, yo, people love to shit on this character. Let's bring him back into every single event that we do. And he's back. And I think he's supposed to be like a stand-in for Shinji. I think that was his name. But like the annoying fate dude. So you know, he was like double annoying. And I haven't played the story, but I think they have this gimmick at one point because it's in Penacony, so like they get into dreams and stuff. And they have this gimmick at one point that the guy literally turns everything into like a black and white silent movie, or like into a silent movie. So no one has me something. And it's like, bro. Neuer, yeah. But apparently it was like a good chunk of the collab story that had that gimmick. Got the fake collab even animated? I don't know, but like, it had no new areas, no new maps, nothing new. They just reused old assets. NPC models. I know they used Finance hometown as pretend. And everyone was making fun of it because, oh, I guess Finon is British now. Multi-billion company, and they announced the collab last year. They wanted to hype it up. That's crazy. They put so much effort into not putting effort. Yeah. Small in the company. British Final confronting the nuke. Small in the company, please understand. Meanwhile, I've heard only good things about the Punishing Green Raven and Devil May Cry collab. And I've heard only good things about the Reverse and Assassin's Creed collab, and now I'm playing it, and it's been really fun, and I'm super early on. So like, I'm kind of happy that all the other gachas are just coming out with their own collabs, and they're like, this is how you do a collab. Meanwhile, make a collab with itself, yeah. To be honest though, Mika collabs are usually amazing too. They just haven't done any for Gears 2. The only critique about PGR is that the story is very young. The collab was good though. Ah, I see. And I said I've only heard good things, but like, I don't play PDR, so like I don't get that much information on it. I just stumble upon a few tweets, mostly showing like gameplay and some lines. But anyway, yeah, as I know that all these gachas are coming out with their collabs after that disaster. So everyone is kind of looking at these other gachas because they're like, oh wait, they're doing good collabs. I'm like, yes. Anyway, we continue.
The perplexing puzzles he left in his works have proved an enduring challenge for scholars to decipher. Not to mention, he seems to be one of these Compliners cultists.
Etienne doesn't seem to give the accusation much weight. Reaching out his hand, he gently brushes the chip wall. This is the next abandoned Cyan. Didn't they say they were gonna do something else? First? I remember saying they were gonna do something else. But that the collab was coming soon. You know, it was gonna be the first collab. Reaching out his hand, he gently brushes the chip wall.
He was also a Florentine. And it's no wonder that a Florentine can work wonders.
Yeah, we yapped too much. The fog in central nave has cleared. You're finally awake! She awakens feeling like her body is filled with lead.
Sotheby? Leonardo?
Oh, shoo me, 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 me.
Don't hate me, please.
What is Sotheby dreaming about? Bertie notices a half-open sensor on the altar table.
That must have been the source of the sleeping gas. Thank you, Miss Sotheby. That potion you gave me seems to have mitigated the effects of the gas.
I'm not tasting. Really? Oh.
The sleeping young lady appears gripped in a terrible nightmare.
It seems they aren't going to be waking up anytime soon.
Why don't you try to wake him up, Bertie? You know, just shake them, do something. Instead of just looking at them and like, oh yeah, they're asleep. That's such a Bertie thing not to do. Yeah, too much effort.
There you go.
The dozing two are dragged behind the altar, hidden beneath the holy protection of its shadow. And I guess she did drag them, you know, and they would have woken up if they were in a state to wake up.
You should be safe here, for the time being.
Ugh. The angel's trumpets are poisonous. Keep clear from them. Ugh.
I'm sorry. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Assassin's Creed, let's go!
Our reinforcements are in position. I understand that the Padre already took care of the rats in the central nave. You, go fetch them and lock them up.
Si, Comandante!
Si, Comandante.
Will follow me to eliminate our troublesome assassin. Seize the golden apple and claim those relics. Now pull yourselves together. We can't let this assassin get the drop on us. So if I catch any of you slacking off, you're going to wish I'd kicked you off the ledge here. Capito?
Si, Comandante!
Si, Comandante.
May the Father of Understanding guide... Huh?
How understandable is Italian to a Spanish speaker? One time, I met an Italian guy on the street, and I had an entire conversation. He was speaking Italian, I was speaking Spanish. We had a short conversation with no issues. The Templar commander notices a slender shadow behind a brick chimney.
Who's there? Show yourself!
Praise Latin origins. Yes, exactly. Is she in Spanish just Italian? No, it's just that, you know, they're not the same language. But you know, they're not the same, but like grammatically, all these Latin languages are kind of the same. Like grammatically, French. I didn't have that much issues with French, like not grammar, syntax, like how to form sentences and all that, because it's basically the same as in Spanish, as opposite to English. So Italian has the same thing, you know, the sentence structure is pretty much the same. And I will say like maybe 90 or 80% of the words are the same or same-ish. You know, like how they say here, like, you know, how they say sí, comandante. Or how they don't say amigo, they say kind of, they say kind of like harder. It's it almost sounds like amigo. But, you know, basically the same word. Bene. Sort of like, well. So, you know, we were able to understand each other pretty well, you know, just for like a casual, short conversation. We were just two random people that met on the street. I don't even remember why he started talking to me. But a fun encounter. We just exchanged a few words, a few sentences. And I said we were perfectly able to understand each other. Also, pronunciation and sounds are very similar as well. Aside from like a few exceptions. As opposed to French that, you know, has the same like sentence structure, but like the pronunciation is way different than, you know, the Spanish sounds. Italian is more close to our Spanish sounds, you know, or letter sounds, word sounds thingies are very, very similar. Let's go, somebody's dying, yeah! Anyway, must have been the wind.
Good afternoon, sir.
We have to speak with our hands, it's universal. Also, yeah, that too, you know? We use our hands a lot, Italians use their hands a lot, so, you know, it helps.
You! Aren't you that visitor from last night?
A breeze sweeps through, carrying up the tension in the air.
Don't tell me. You snuck your way up here for some sightseeing, signorina.
You know, like that, señorina. We say señorina. In Spanish, it will be señorita. Just one letter difference.
Prendetela!
Gonna go get my food real quick. I got food. By the way, I just remember Haku, yeah. I told everyone that you look very good in tight shirts. I hope you don't mind. Alright, let's go.
Keep the sample.
Why are you sad?
Please stay behind me.
Woohoo! Listen up!
Xiangna, please awaken.
Stars light the way. Unbreakable!
My responsibility. You won't get away.
Stop! Hey!
Hi, wanna watch the aerial stunts?
Woohoo! Take off!
强梁既出.
Been told that Ida is very similar, good and bad to Laram. Oh no. We don't need more Larams in the world. We already have enough with Laram and the Philippines.
Don't blink.
Sending down signals from above.
How much you say? Not much. Because I wasn't sure how much you wanted people to know.
Hi. Situation has escalated. Wanna watch the aerial stunt? Please stay behind me. Right wing. My responsibility.
Is Laram a constant around the globe? Every continent needs its own Laram.
Case closed. I'll be sure to write a report and put it on your table. And please don't forget to check the previous reports too, ma'am.
Wovity, flanker from the other side. She must be with the assassins. Don't let her get away.
Come on, she's just one girl. Obviously, the styles weren't made for running. Now we need to find the Laram in Antarctica. Territorio chileno antártico. Listo. Her foundation training didn't include any programs on rooftop evasion. Maybe it should.
I need to find Ezio and Mr. Apple, but...
The enormous dome looms ahead. Dark ventilation grates resembling the dim, watchful eyes of giant beasts. Cough cough, base Miami, Argentina. Listo. Doble Latam. Far from a welcoming sight.
How should I get inside?
I should play a girlfriend character.
It
Yes, he
appears
said that.
you're lost, Signorina.
And that you had a tight shirt. And that you look good in that cosplay.
These courtesans and foreigners. I've always wondered why the assassins only attract the likes of you as allies.
Foreigners!
It's not hard to side with the assassins, when the only other option is you.
Damn, Bertin!
Huh. You're just a band of faithless lowlifes, nothing more.
I might be doing war next time. Oh yeah, you told me. I didn't tell this whole story though. And I'm leaving that to you. If you want to. Vertin is beaten, yeah. She inches backward will find there's no more roof left to meet her step.
Do you cherish your life, Signorina? Or will you leap down like one of those suicidal assassins?
Hello, Reggie. He's joining the legions of MP45 male cosplayers. find that so funny. I love Ezio, me too. Laughter erupts from the advancing flags. Come on, Bertine. Awaken your assassin genes. Her heart beats faster and faster, as if it might burst out from her throat at any moment. Do a flip. I planned to do 40 a while back. It was within my capability. Oh, they're really fun. I really wanted it one time. I wanted to cosplay 45 and 9 with my sister. But getting a nice cosplay done. That's for they're just online. This is like before Mod 3. It's like years ago. But yeah, getting a good cosplay done is expensive. I didn't want to buy the cheap ones. A throwing knife pierces through the commander's eye. Ouch. Was it OMP knife went boom? Yes. But she's right now.
My eye!
Dead on. Flashes of flying blades flicker in the chaos. Doing cosplay is expensive, yeah. The Templars fall from the rooftop one by one. I like to cosplay Dante from Devil May Cry 1. Oh, that would be fun too. I would really like to do cosplay. It's just pricey. Unless I go for something very simple that I could just get clothes, like regular clothes. The Templars fall from the rooftop one by one. Just around the corner, a greyish figure stands silently, like a phantom in the sunlight.
Ezio.
The Templars be like, oh, I'm hot shit, and then they lose an eye. Then it's all, oh my eye, yeah. Weak.
Follow the wall on your right until you see a mechanical bird. I placed it there to mark a hidden window. Your friend's waiting for you there.
What about you?
The assassin takes a step forward, directing his gaze toward another wave of Templars. Their armor glints coldly in the waning sunlight, forming a restless, silver sea on the rooftop.
I have other work to do.
God, he's so cool. Ezio, I love you. Ezio, I miss you so much. It is young Ezio? Yeah. I should actually get around to playing the Assassin's Creed games. I found a bunch at a local pawn shop. You should. I kind of wanted to stream them at one point. Then you know, new games keep coming out, and I'm just like, I can't really bother anymore. But now I'm kind of like, maybe I could play like the original trilogy and call it a day. They weren't that long. I'm crying to them. Yeah, it's so good! They didn't have to go this hard. I'm still amazed that this is UI. Yeah, it's insane. You play a trilogy? Yeah, I'm like, maybe I should play the original trilogy, the Desmond trilogy. I mean, a stream. I play them. This is so nostalgic. That's why I'm crying with the music and the UI. Like when I opened the menu here and saw the UI, a tear fell from my eye. A colorful story. She wrote everything down to remember those unexpected yet beautiful days. Diary with paint on it. March. Good heavens, I never thought linear perspective would be so hard to learn. I asked plenty of dumb questions, but Uccello answered all of them patiently and kept encouraging me. Father said I needed more practice too. It's still March. The Lord kept throwing out new ideas, but Uccello always managed to talk him down. The fresco is getting more and more lively and artistic. It is an honor to witness the birth of a masterpiece. More March. Following Michello's advice, everyone tried that magical paint, including the most stubborn ones among us. I hope these days never end. April. We are being dismissed. My skills have improved over these last few days. Michello generously shared his pain with us before he left. The story is coming to an end. We have to leave the painting unfinished. I put away the paint, but it's all that remains in my mind. I'm gonna replay one just to listen to all the dialogue. Yeah. Yeah, I really like one. I mean, I really like the original trilogy, the whole. I still remember, as I said last time, I only watched like one Assassin's Creed trailer. The one where like it was Altair, I think, stopping an execution or like killing someone and then, you know, getting lost in the crowd. So when I started playing the game, and I remember we suddenly got to like Desmond waking up in the animals, I was like blown out of my mind. I was like blown away. I was like, holy fuck, this is so cool. And I've loved the concept since then. Just thinking of the final scene with all Altair revelations. Oh yeah, I don't remember all the dialogue, but like, yeah, I remember those scenes. The Ezio Trillion 3, yeah. I really want to try Black Flag, but my PC hard drive is so full I can unload it, so I just put up deleting stuff. Ah, yeah, that happens. Black Flag was fun too. But you know, I kinda got attached to Desmond. I think it was one of my first, like, big, quote-unquote, big story games. So, like, I was blown away. I was like, what do you mean? This has, like, historical fiction, but, like, you know, mixed up with, like, they're actually in the present, and they're just going through their genetical memories. That's so cool. And like the whole thing with assassins and Templars, in which, you know, they would kind of be like, oh, you know, they're like this historical thing that happened. What if we told you that it was the Templars or the assassins? You know, it was a conflict. And I really like how they put like their twist on a bunch of historical events. I was so hooked. And then it descended into what it is now, but you know, we don't talk about that. We're remembering the good old days here with this club. Anyway, at deadly dusk. Sadly, it was never about freedom. It was about order.
Oh, I'm so relieved to see you safe and sound, Vertin. We heard the sounds of fighting from below, and Ezio decided to check if any of you were in trouble.
Sorry for worrying you. But Ezio...
The sound of fighting has ceased for a while. The dead silence feels ominous.
I'm certain Mr. Ezio can handle it. He knows what he's doing.
The Templars came prepared today. I'll go handle them. You stay here.
Are you certain? What if it's a trap? I have a bad feeling about this. Maybe we should go to get...
You don't need to worry. I've dealt with the Templars for many years.
I already hated the ending of Traitor Mail from the franchise. I don't quite remember the ending. Funny enough, I mostly remember, probably because it was like, all in all, it was kind of like the shorter one. I mostly remember Desmond's story. So like, you know, I remember that ending. I remember how that ends. But I don't really remember much of the ending of like the past. That was Connor, right? I think 3. The assassin flicks his wrists, the cold sheen of the hidden blade flashing in the shadows. The OG writer of Assassin's Creed left right around beginning of Revelations step cycle. Ah, interesting. That makes a lot of sense. He's always ready.
This is just yet another battle the Templars will lose. Besides, you are my friends. I won't let them put you in danger.
Oh my god, it's just friends. The assassin descends the stone steps in bounding leaps. As he moves, he looks up and gives Apple a final reassuring smile.
I promise you, we'll meet again, amigo.
He's a selfless man.
And exceptionally perceptive. These Templars are indeed well prepared today. I came out of the central nave because Sotheby and Leonardo were knocked unconscious by some kind of sleeping gas.
What?
The priest named Alberto was likely behind it. I've hidden the 2 of them behind the altar. But there's no telling how long they'll be safe there.
This is bad. We still haven't figured out the trick to opening the secret chamber. Let's hurry, and we can exchange information on the way.
Step by step, the 2 climb up the long and narrow stone stairs.
Optical filters. Uccello. Bird.
Yes, that's all we've managed to uncover so far. What about your side? Any new clues?
Apple can climb stairs. Yeah, he can also jump from rooftops. Somehow. You can tell with how short the feature missions felt. Felt rushed. And Ubi taking that on how the fan base hated the feature storyline. Yeah. That made me sad because I really love the future storyline. I love both stories. I love how, you know, you will go between like past and present, finding out things. And I loved when they started having like a bit more missions in the future, you know, as Desmond kind of gained more of his assassin abilities, more of his assassin skills. Because, you know, it's really fun to like do all the assassin type infiltration, but like in modern architecture. But yeah, they were really short and kind of simple, and then people were like, "Oh, we don't even like those." And Ubisoft was like, "Also, they hate the entire future storyline. Let's just remove that entirely." And it's like, bro, bro. He instinctively glances over the dim stairway below them.
Nothing substantial. But combining what you mentioned about the fresco and what the father said.
Yes, there's another fresco in the dome, but it was suspended midway by the sponsor, the Arte della Lana. More than a dozen artisans and artists, including Signore Uccello, the chief painter, participated in this project. But none of them received a single florin for their work. Che Dio li benedica.
If I might speculate, I think that the fresco isn't a puzzle or the key to any mystery, but rather a reflection of the experience of the artists themselves as they were painting the cathedral.
Ah. We separate the room, but sadly they were illiterate. So true. That was my favorite part. I think Watch Dogs 1 was supposed to be linked to AC. Yeah, I think they had like a thing at first You know, that's why also why the guy was kind of hooded. You know, you can see they had like similar ideas. But then they were like, no, clearly people just want to play the past. And it's like, no. I mean, yes, but because you made all the future playable parts so ass. That's why.
The artist's real experience. But how would you explain this surreal-looking stone?
What if it's not a stone in the first place? Perhaps it's that optical filter you proposed.
You mean that Uccello had an optical filter too? Oh, that's smart. Even in this era, an optical filter wouldn't be impossible to make. All you need is something that reflects the light properly. For example, a small piece of stained glass. Anyway, we just need to get to the secret chamber to confirm it for ourselves. We're almost there.
That was what made it interesting. The access didn't see the big picture.
When did he...
Yeah. I feel like maybe that's also why, you know, they kind of dropped the historical faction of the game a little bit. Because before you could find, you know, while playing the game, like a bunch of historical events that actually happened. But, you know, as I said, they will just kind of add their own little twist into it and be like, oh, this was caused by the Templars, or like the Italian earthquake, like the big earthquake that hit Italy on, I can't remember what year, but like, you know, on this time period. That it actually happened. It's actually a thing that happened, but they were like, oh, it's because of the whole thing with the apple button that happened under the cathedral. So, you know, I really like that. It feels like they've kind of dropped that a little. I'm going a bit more on the fiction side of things. Which, you know, it's not bad, but like, since it had that direction before, it's kind of weird that they stepped away from that. A priest stands in the supposedly empty room, hands behind his back. He looks as if he had been there the whole time.
You seem surprised to see me here, Signore Golden Apple and Signorina Apprentice?
They went with fantasy after the reboot, yeah. Which is funny because the games also, like the original ones, also had a lot of fantasy. You know, they had all this the previous civilization with these kind of godlike beings that had kind of digitized themselves and now we're like manipulating some events. That was really cool. Also, like, I also really like that aspect of it. And I remember I think in 4, when you're playing in like the present time, you're not really an assassin anymore. You're just like a playtester. It's funny because you're in the totally not Ubisoft offices in Montreal. But like, I was actually really, really like hooked at one point when you're playing as this regular person going around in first person around the building, and I think it was Minerva that came out of somewhere, and I was just, what the fuck are you doing here? But then I don't even know if they brought that up either. I think did they drop that also as well? I don't remember seeing it in Origins or Odyssey. Yeah, the Juno plot. Did they drop the Juno Minerva plot? I don't remember. seen them in Origins. Nor do I remember seeing them in when I played of Odyssey. It was Minerva, yeah, it was Minerva, right? That was really cool. I remember I actually went out of my way. I can't remember, was it 1 or 2? I think it was 2. In which you would find like little fragments of like a video. I actually found the whole thing, you know. And it was like these two like previous civilization humans like running away from something. And I was like, what? What? I think it was wrapped up in a comic of all things. Rape. That's so sad. I like comic like side stories, but I hate when they're actually like, oh yeah, we close this game plot in like a comic. Because, and it's like, no, you know, if you started in the game, keep it in the game, you know. The comics are like for like side stuff.
So you were working with them, just as I suspected.
You hid your discovery about linear perspective from your friend to avoid being spied on, didn't you? That was wise.
Heavy footsteps come from behind the two outsiders. A group of Templars emerges from the shadows, pouring out like cobwebs in the dim light.
But it seems we weren't clever enough to see through your lies about emptying the cathedral.
I never lied. What a baffling accusation. All I have done is call in my dear friends who had been exposed to the scorching sun, while you were sleeping on the job.
I don't understand. You seem like a respectable man of the cloth. Why would you betray your faith to serve the Templars?
Oh, Apple. Oh, sweet, innocent Mr. Apple. If only you knew. The priest's face darkens.
Betray? I've been a Templar all along. There was no one to betray.
But isn't Leonardo your friend?
Even the closest of friends may keep a secret or two from one another, don't they?
Yeah, but I mean, being a Templar is kind of a big secret.
It's not so different from his secret connections with the assassins.
This truly is an era of distrust.
Ah, and speaking of our friend Leonardo and that, model girl. I admit you hid them quite well. It took our men some time to find them.
Ignoring the anxious look from the young woman, the priest casually paces in front of the fresco, admiring it as if it were any other painting.
So beautiful. I've always liked the way the line layers peel away. Like buried sins exposed to the light. Layer after layer stripped away. It's a kind of purification.
Alright, sure. Whatever you say, my man. He turns around and reverently makes the sign of the cross over his chest.
Now, open the chamber if you still care about the safety of your friends.
But we don't know how to!
Let me warn you. Ezio Auditore is on his way here. He will stop at nothing to destroy you, Templars.
The declaration seems to have no effect on the priest.
Ezio, you say? Oh, I'm afraid I must be the one to tell you he's not coming back.
What do you mean?
What? What do you mean by that?
Alberto steps to the window, looking down at the red tiled rooftops below.
find we are also quite experienced in dealing with assassins.
I don't know about that.
He will find his eternal rest here in Firenze this day.
I don't know about that. I play the games. Well, with these Templars and monologuing. That moment that you notice your keyboard is failing you with the worst possible word. Yeah, I wasn't saying anything about it, but I was like, man, your keyboard has betrayed you. Decreed. Stay your blade from the flesh of an innocent. Hide in plain sight. Be one with the crowd. Blood. Something Florence is a land baptized in glory and blood. So much blood has been spilled here by the Romans and the Saints, and those who fought for freedom. Ooh, cool CG.
Give it up, assassin. The old city is looking for you. You won't get away this time. Our orders are clear. Secure the relics and the golden apple. And one equally important command from the Pope himself.
The Pope? He's still alive? You haven't killed him yet? No, Reggie, no. You don't even like French fries, Reggie. Enjoy it. Get out of here.
Kill the assassin, Ezio Auditore.
He hasn't fistfight the Pope yet.
We will
Such.
help you open the secret chamber.
Vertin, we can't just... Wait. When did you figure out how to open the secret chamber?
Alberto offers a satisfied clap. La Dicatura B, no! She always tries to steal fries and she doesn't like them. You know, sometimes we'll give them one so she stops bothering us and then she just kind of grabs it, chews it a little, and then drops it and walks away.
Bene, bene. It's time you shared your little secret.
Vertin.
Oh, Hago, I also told everyone how surprisingly my cats warm up to you very quickly.
Everything will be all right. Now, let's pay attention to the fresco.
So yeah, how could you met my cats, everyone? Who cares about meeting me? He met my cats. Her calm tone is a mask worn over a swirling pool of anxiety.
Can you recall the riddle?
Of course. It's how we got this far. Sub cadenti fulgore, cadentia sanctuaria coniunguntur.
Leonardo proposed that these waning sanctuaries must refer to vanishing points. And by unite, he means the place these vanishing points connect.
So we need to find where they are connected. What does the other half of the sentence mean then? Under the waning glow.
Could it be that the optical filter, I suppose that's me, must be placed at their intersection at dusk?
How do you feel that you need to kidnap a 16 and a 14-year-old to solve your riddles for you?
I believe so.
Well done, my obedient lambs. You've cracked the puzzle quite nicely. Now what follows is just some tedious work from my side.
Released from the priest's censer, wisps of fog stretch and encroach, inch by inch within the small enclosed space.
This apple feels light and dizzy. Are we in heaven now?
It's that sleeping gas again. Hold your breath.
Hold my... Huh?
Time seems to have stopped moving. The air is filled with heavy doses of scopolamine and atropine. They alter colors, twist lines, and disregard all physical laws effortlessly.
Ooh. As above, so below. As below, so above.
He does seem to love to gas people.
Stolto, do you think I'd give you the chance to buy time for your friends?
The priest's figure tilts and bends in their vision. Only his lips seem to remain in place.
We will bring order to this chaotic world. By straying from order, you invite your own doom. You're bound to fail.
I hear an eagle.
Huh?
The sharp, clear cry of an eagle snaps the timekeeper back to awareness. The priest paces over to the stained glass window. At first he looks anxious, but then he appears to relax.
My memory is as poor as ever. It's nearly dusk, and our assassin is most assuredly dead.
Yes, of course. Dust covers stained glass and blood spray intertwined into a breathtaking arc of light. The priest kneels in the sunset light, staring up at his own death reflected in his killer's eyes.
Ezio. How?
A faint metallic scent lingers in the air, blood and dust staining the assassin's grayish robe. He arrived just in time.
You claim to bring order, but all you do is seek control. Fortunately, neither the world nor its people will bow so easily.
He's so cool! Peek.
Take my hand. You might feel better.
Battery checked.
Let's just destroy.
Filter complete. Move carefully.
Don't fall for his tricks, Ezio.
This world has fallen to sin. Only the Templars have the strength to put it in order. We are the instruments of this world's salvation.
Please stay behind me. Sonia, please. Don't worry. It's been loading. Be careful.
Buff Lucy and
I'll
win.
be right here.
Faraday's miracle.
Leave my ship alone!
I assume he looks like this because of the gas. Yeah, I will assume so. Father Alberto, or Alberto, Epiphany. It's fine. Reality and mental defense S? What? What is wrong with you? Oh yeah, Agri's right. Well, you know, he's being stabbed right now. It's like, you know, you remember in Assassin's Creed when you kill someone and then like Altair or Ezio will have like an entire ass conversation With a dying person in his arms.
Listen up. Woohoo! Say listen up. 强梁既出，王有不为。Stars light the way, sending down signals from above. Sharp turn.
Under attack.
Leave my ship alone. 强梁 please lend me your power.
Charging. Loading.
Please stay behind me. Flight permission? Screw it!
Barrage.
My responsibility.
Eliminate target.
My responsibility. That's the sound for a new era.
A fragment of charging. Loading.
Listen up.
Don't worry, it's been proven safe. No use in avoiding it.
The light that illuminates all.
He's
Target
tanky.
confirmed.
Unbreakable.
He's tankier than I
All in
expected.
moderation. A fragment of truth.
Circuits functioning properly.
强梁 please lend me your power. Please stay behind me.
Would you care to lie down?
I, Robot, child of science.
Oh, Lucy, I love you.
Awaken. My responsibility.
Again?
Those who look outside see their dreams. A fragment of truth.
Loading.
Woohoo!
Charging.
强梁既出，王有不
Need
为。
to do more DPS. It wouldn't be this tanking had Ed to broken his auditor in the lineup.
So broken.
I see.
I'll be right here.
Eliminate target.
Sending down signals from above.
Aim and shoot.
If only he will come home.
Listen up. Woohoo! Take off. Please stay behind me.
Loading.
Don't worry, it's been proven safe.
Charging.
Stars light the way. Unbreakable.
Be careful.
We're gonna here forever,
There
guys.
is miracle.
Don't be afraid.
Barrage.
You won't get away.
Oh, never mind. Lucy is destroying me now.
Hey! Leave my ship alone!
Circuits functioning properly.
强梁 please.
A fragment of truth.
Listen up.
Charging.
Flight permission? Screw it.
I, Robot, child of science.
responsibility. No use in avoiding it.
Sending down signals from above.
Do we have a second phase? Yeah, there we go.
The light that illuminates all.
That's the sound for a new era.
We have gone so far astray from the light.
Don't let your guard down. He likely still has something up his sleeve.
They are led to destruction by their delusions, brought to catastrophe by their ignorance. They must perish.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Please stay behind me.
Don't worry, it's been proven safe.
Loading.
Woohoo! Take off! Would you care to lie down?
Target confirmed.
Just give Lucy all the buffs and have her destroy.
Hey!
Charging.
强良 Please 强良祭出
Valid strat. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Eliminate target.
My responsibility. Those who look outside see their dreams.
Listen up!
A fragment of truth. Look at you. So broken.
Stars light the way.
Damn!
Moderation.
Rude!
Alright, we're getting there. Slowly but surely.
Don't worry, it's been proven safe.
Loading.
Flight permission? Screw it! I will be watching you.
Aim and shoot.
Oh yeah, Lucy! Another one or not? Okay, it's fine.
Case closed. I'll be sure to write a report and put it on your table.
Hell yeah.
And please don't forget to check the previous reports too, ma'am.
We did a chat. What happened to crazy opera singer Isolde? Yeah, she's in therapy at the foundation. Stuck in therapy forever. The few defeat the many in this battle. After seeing you taking this long with the fight, I can 10,000% tell you Esther's broken. Yeah, I've heard he's broken. And they probably did they built the boss around him, so he will be super easy without him. And it wasn't so bad without him, but like I have Lucy, so Lucy kind of just hits like a truck. I can't imagine how hard it would be if you don't have like any ridiculously strong GPS. The priest lies on the ground, his pale, aging face distorted by a rippling pool of blood.
Ezio. Sei un cane bastardo e fastidioso.
I was thinking I could have probably Because it was a tanky boss, I'm like, I could probably have taken Windsong instead of Regulus for some extra damage. I use Regulus as my baby.
Un assassino non perde mai di vista il suo bersaglio.
How did you survive?
He's just that good.
You're outnumbered, assassin. There's no way you can survive this. It's better that you kneel and accept your fate. No one can withstand the order.
The doors and windows on the street have all been tightly shut. The bustle on the street has disappeared. Even the wind falls silent, anticipating the worst.
Outnumbered? Where did you get that idea?
Shadows emerge from behind him, flanking him on either side. Oh! The Brotherhood.
Where did they...
Leaping down from rooftops, sneaking in from the alleys, the phantoms swiftly gather behind Ezio. The wordless determination in their eyes speaks for them. We work in the dark to serve the light. We are assassins.
All those lowlifes you so readily dismissed. When I needed them, they came to our aid.
This is cinema.
Impossible.
One knee on the ground, the assassin stares at the priest's trembling eyes, writhing in pain.
By every soldier and summon every knight and every Templar in this city, it will never be enough.
The assassin's hidden blade is driven through the priest's heart.
No. It can't end like this.
But as it seems like the priest should breathe his last, he begins to laugh.
Assassins. You're merely puppets. String.
God, the music!
Delusion.
The violins are going insane. I love it.
Each life you take brings you one step closer to the darkness.
Così sia.
Let it be so. Ah, God, he's so cool. Entering the darkness is not a course for us. It is our most solemn duty. An assassin does not fear the darkness any more than an eagle will fear the sky.
La fede dovrebbe dare conforto, non pena.
He closes the fallen priest's eyes with undue reverence.
Requiescat in pace.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Damn, well timed to install the Ezio trilogy is so real. Yes, just in time, yo. Yeah, you're right. Just in time for absolute cinema. Oh God, my heart. I had, I always talk about how much I miss playing Assassin's Creed, but I don't think I realized how badly I miss the old Assassin's Creed until now playing this collab. Oh damn. I came here requested and patted down 5-star stories, hell yeah. Cinema. feel the same feeling I was getting. Yeah, I'm like, because it's been so long, and and you keep playing, and I've kind of kept up with the new games. And as I said, I did have my fun with Origins and Odyssey. They were alright. I do like Cassandra a lot. So I'm excited also for her arrival next week in Reverse. But it wasn't until now, reliving all this, that I'm like, damn, I really miss the old Assassin's Creed. Like, so badly. It was so good. Assassin's Creed was so good. What happened? God damn you, Ubisoft. Primavera. The brilliance and hope of the Renaissance. I know words, I know French. What have you done to my boy, Ubisoft? They're not Ezio. Yeah, Ezio just had a lot of charisma. He was such a great protagonist.
Oh, thank heavens. No more befuddling riddles and clouds of sleeping gas. I've never loved this world as much as I do now. You were quite clever to cooperate with Alberto to stall for time. But how did you know that Ezio was coming to save us?
I didn't know. But I knew that irritating Alberto would risk the safety of Sotheby and Leonardo. Moreover, I think I may have actually figured out what the relics truly are.
A small, brownish shadow flashes past the window.
That sound is familiar, isn't it?
I'll take a look.
Another clumsy little bird carrying his creator's encrypted message.
Sicuro. He means he's safe. Looks like my friends from the Thieves Guild have already rescued Leonardo and Signorina Sotheby.
You seem to have a lot of friends. I always thought that assassins worked alone.
Smiling, the assassin shakes his head.
Quite the opposite. True assassins are more than just killers. We are the manifestation of a belief. A belief in freedom, and the ability to fight for it. We do not hold to any authority but our own. We are free to follow our own path. And many share that belief. That's why we are never alone.
Just like the artist that painted these. I imagine they must see each other as fellow believers in art.
For a moment, everyone takes a moment to appreciate the model frescoes surrounding them.
So, the outline of their story should be clear now.
One by one, the pages that have been scattered to an unknown corner of history fall neatly together. They should have been carried away by the winds of time, like fallen leaves. But if these pages were ever meant to be rediscovered someday, then yes, now is that moment.
About 20 years ago, a group of painters led by Uccello started working on the fresco here. Even today, you can still sense the enthusiasm in their work.
The essence of linear perspective lies not only in reproducing reality, but in the narrative quality of space itself.
You have only scratched the surface. If you truly want to grasp the essence of the concept, I suggest you review Plato's theory of forms, rather than simply copying nature. As artists, we should strive to reveal their true ideals through our work.
I'm so jealous of them. They are so talented and knowledgeable. Unlike me, I feel dizzy just seeing those guidelines.
Bah! Let me show you some tricks. Better than your linear perspective.
Here, Uccello lifted a stained glass to showcase his wondrous optical phenomenon.
Not again, Uccello! You can't keep altering our work with that strange pigment of yours!
Oh, he can and he will.
Oh, what a mess. And it goes against our patron's instructions. What if they find out about it?
Look closely.
The modified colors and lines do give the work a little more life. Fine, I admit it. You know what you're doing.
He's right. I say we keep it. It's not like our patrons are ever smart enough to figure these things out anyway.
Damn!
Never occurred to me painting could be so liberating. Thank you for enlightening me.
Huh? Of course. To paint is to find freedom. That is what it always has been.
It was a time of joy and of meaningful creation, but it didn't last long.
I'm sorry. We must suspend funding for now. There is simply no money to pay you.
All at once, the painters and artisans were kicked out of the cathedral,
There simply is no money.
stripped of their right to finish their final painting, leaving no room for negotiation.
No payments and no written records were left behind.
But life had to go on. These painters and artisans scattered each one, doing what they could to earn their bread,
Se fumaron la plata.
but always returning to the unfinished fresco that tugged at their heartstrings.
That night, I returned to the dome, but I never expected to find Uccello there as well. Then others came, one by one. Turns out, I wasn't the only one reluctant to leave our work behind.
Again, Uccello lifted the stained glass and... Their story has come to a pause here. Now let's finish it.
He lifts Apple gently into the light. It reflects off his golden radiance as the assassin walks toward the unfinished fresco. Tell me what you need. I can see the lines, plain as day. Ezio, could you mark the orthogonals for us? Keep extending them back until they converge once more at the vanishing point, where everything disappears. So now we have 4 vanishing points. The next step is to connect the vanishing points in pairs to form 2 lines. The point where the 2 lines intersect on the blank wall is under the waning glow. And that's the very answer we've been looking for. So I just connect these 2. Oh wait. I just click them. The sole point of convergence. What's your next move? Miss Burton did say something about placing this apple at the vanishing point, didn't she? That is correct. Hey, yo? The vanishing points, hidden beneath layers of lime, plaster, and pigments, finally merge in the waning sunlight. The only thing left to do is lift Apple up and wait for the perfect ray of light. The light, here it comes. Outside, the bells ring out, starting a flock of rock doves. As twilight streams down over the fresco, the once rough surface begins to change color.
Let's leave something behind for our own sake. Birds with grayish feathers, bells that ring at dusk, or the Arno River running free. Let's do it with all that we have left. Our brushes and pigments.
So that is what all of this is.
Just a group of artists who cast aside all constraints to finish a masterpiece in secret. No linear perspective, no intricate designs, yet a masterpiece nonetheless. They left behind a magnificent spring for Florence. Damn. So it was just art, yeah. That was really pretty. Like the cinematic. The Stalker. The protagonist's adventure is over, marking the beginning of the merchant's search. Search for valuables. The book Merchant's Notebook. Southwest corner of the room. Piles of sand, quicklime mixture, a bit of carbon dust, several nails and punch paintings. Use some of their materials they didn't use, wordless to me. East of the room. 2 carving knives, several brushes, and a piece of glass. Nothing worth taking, the glass looked like some kind of lens. Dried paint. They didn't seal the paint can with beeswax. What a waste. A dozen letters and several intact paintings. Finally, something worth taking. I can make a new manuscript and name it Mystery of the Frescoes or Wonders of Florence. No, I need a more eye-catching title. North of the room, scaffoldings, collapsed. Messy carvings, a group of dancing human symbols, their meaning is unclear. Is it a signature? I bet the scaffolding were broken by the ones who were fighting. Corner of the secret chamber. A dusty letter found inside the chamber. Part of writing is blurred. Dust it off. An unsent letter. Dear Uccello, it's been too long since we parted. I heard you went back to Protovecchio. Is it still as beautiful as you said it was? I still remember what it looked like in your painting. A sea of olive and fig trees. Those days we spent together were just like a dream. I've always wanted to pick up the brush once again, but my life is already occupied by meaningless housework. They said I didn't have much time left. Lord. But I came back without letting anyone know. When I left the new signature at the corner, I found that our friends had done the same thing. Lippi, Giovanni. What about you? I'm never sure since you've always been so unpredictable. How are you doing? Hopefully you're still drawing. In fact, I know you are. Bianca. Oh. So they were just, the little stick figures were like their little signatures. A moment of peace. I could never think of living. Let that song drift away to Tuscany.
What happened after that?
Straight Florence.
The treasure hunters must have opened the secret chamber and found the Compliner's relics, right?
Well, there was no treasure inside. Just a few letters and a painter's address.
That's it? What about all those symbols? Don't tell me you made it all up.
Easy, allow me to continue. Long after the poor painters and artisans scattered to the wind, each of them received a special pigment from Uccello. They used it on other projects they worked on, leaving their signatures, these symbols behind to mark their work. And so concludes a Firenze fresco mystery. To celebrate this touching story, I've hired a team of talented artists to reproduce their paintings in a new book. And I gave it a wonderful title. The Primavera di Firenze.
Bruce scoring his ass so hard, he is. The crowd lets out a chorus of dissatisfaction.
Che delusione.
È un titolo terribile.
Lousy title.
I've got something even better here. A map straight from the Spanish court with a direct route to India.
Uh-huh.
The opportunities that await you.
Hidden relics, missing artists. No matter the season, you'll hear all kinds of legends in Florence just minutes after you arrive. Perhaps everyone who has ever lived here is destined to become a legend themselves. In the midst of the bustle, the Tuscan sun has quietly begun to sink below the horizon.
I have a serious question. What is there in India that is worth all this fuss? If Marco Polo is to be believed, not even there can one escape the troublesome rumors of merchants and courtiers.
Unfortunately, humanity's thirst for gossip knows neither geographical nor temporal boundaries.
Oh, you're so right, Mr. Apple.
But this apple still finds it so strange that all the rumors about these complaners turned out to be false, from top to bottom. Seems like, no matter the era, lies always travel faster than the truth.
Well, I wouldn't say that. In fact, the rumors didn't really hold much weight until you arrived.
Huh?
The assassin gazes out at the distant crimson clouds.
The Complaners' relics weren't the most important thing we were searching for. In fact, we were looking for an apple. One very much like you. So when you turned up, looking like the very apple we had lost, it was only natural for us, and the Templars, to keep an eye on you. Of course, it turns out you weren't the apple we were looking for.
And you're only telling me this now? I thought we were friends.
It's only because I consider you friends that I had to keep this from you. That apple brings bloodshed and war wherever it appears.
Well, then it does sound like quite the troublesome thing.
The assassin smiles.
You caused quite a stir in Firenze yourself. No need to be modest.
Esatto. You are an amazing apple in your own right. My only regret is that I never got the chance to dissect you and study your inner workings.
I hope you don't mind, but I think you may have to keep that regret forever. Miss Sotheby, why did you sneak up on me like that?
I did not. I just wanted to tell you that Verton and I met an old gentleman down there who was kind enough to give us directions. Well, he said if we keep heading northwest along the Arno River, and then, anyway, we'd end up in Prato Vecchio eventually.
I do believe you may have skipped some, if not all, of the necessary information.
Just keep walking by the river.
Ezio knows the way. All we need to do now is deliver the letter to Signore Uccello. I suppose we must say goodbye to our dear Firenze for now.
Oh, that red is so vibrant, like an endless field of poppies.
Look at them all in the rooftop. It carries the brilliance and hope of the why do I always get so stuck up on Renaissance? The red flows across the sky in a rosy stream, passing through the window flower boxes hanging over Florentine streets until it pours into the winding Arno River.
What did I say? This place has the best view.
It is positively gorgeous. I see why you insisted we all come up here together.
A place of beauty like this is a fitting place for farewells.
Before saying goodbye, the soft whispers between friends fade into the coming night's breeze, melting with the golden glow of the setting sun.
By the way, I had a discussion with some of my fellow painters. We discovered that Prato Vecchio is rich in a special mineral. One need only grind and heat it properly. Then presto! You have yourself some invisible pigment.
So that's the source of the pigment used in the fresco?
Uccello was born in Prato Vecchio. It's safe to assume he brought some from his hometown to Florence.
Just a hint of this powder, and you are able to create a vast array of remarkable colors. Among them, the most famous is a color some call Firenze Red.
Firenze Red.
A red that isn't too glaring or gaudy. You see it on the rooftop of the houses, the reflections on the rivers at dusk, and even in the signs of street-side shops. It's no wonder many praise Florence and its magnificent red.
It's a good name.
One week later. Countryside, Prato Vecchio. The bumpy journey has finally come to an end.
Finally. That darling little house up ahead. Must be Mr. Uccello's home.
A small farmhouse stands beneath the thick shade of olive trees ahead, the stone walls glowing white in the afternoon sun. The young lady takes a few excited strides ahead, then pauses.
Oh, I just realized something. When he learns from us that his friend Bianca has been dead for years, he might be very sad.
Signore Uccello, if he's even still alive, will be an old man by now. A man of his age grows familiar with death and farewells.
The assassin gently pats Sotheby.
Let's go.
He steps forward, pushing open the vine-covered gate. Garden.
Oh, who are you? Where did you pop up from?
Oh, she has eyes. The small courtyard is vibrant with life, and a woman with paint stains covering her dress stands alone in the sunlight.
Apologies for the intrusion, Signora. My name is Ezio Auditore from Firenze.
Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
We're here looking for Paolo Uccello. We have a letter here addressed to him from one of his friends.
Friends? I'm not sure my father would agree he had any friends.
Is that so? Well, the letter is signed Bianca.
Bianca? You should have said so earlier. Please, put the letter down. It's meant for me.
The letter mentions a particular piece of stained glass and details of the fresco in the Florence Cathedral. We assumed it must have been meant for Mr. Uccello.
Is that the Greek MC girl? No. No, Cassandra's from another time period. The woman looks wistful in the direction they came, then laughs as if recalling a joyful memory.
It appears I've deceived you as well.
Are you Uccello?
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Antonia Uccello.
I see.
And perhaps the Uccello you friendly strangers are looking for.
I see. A woman? Antonia's mom.
I see. So Bianca has passed away too.
Her paint-covered hands grip the yellow papers tightly.
That fresco was the last work we did together. Father passed away soon after, leaving behind my sick mother and a pile of debts. I used to follow Father wherever he went, whatever job he took. Sculpture, masonry, painting, frescoes, everything. I learned all I could from him, and after he died, hoped to accept commissions independently. But as a woman, it was almost impossible.
She's a woman!
But once I left Firenze and began using Father's name to make a living, some of his old patrons were kind enough to keep sending work my way, provided I concealed my true identity.
Oh, so you're the imposter!
Antonia gives the impertinent artist a glare.
I admit I tried to imitate Father's style in my earlier works, but I'm much more than just an imposter now.
No. A painter's mind should be a mirror, capturing and reflecting the truth and beauty of nature. To simply copy the works of another? No, Signora. It seems you still have much to learn.
Huh. Is that what you think? Well, I've heard it all before. Mind's as a mirror. Ridiculous. Let me tell you, a painter's mind should be like a sheet of transparent glass. It refracts and transforms the external world, then reconstructs its image inside the painter's brain, rather than simply copying the natural world around us.
I see.
Oh, that is an intriguing theory. Odd, perhaps, but not without merit.
You just wait here. I'll show you with one of my recent works.
I love this artist talk. She springs up and begins rummaging through a nearby stack of sheets.
She seems so full of life.
She reminds me of my sister. Women like her have seen much pain, but they never let it defeat them.
If only her understanding of painting were a bit more profound, I believe we might become good friends.
Sun rays pour through the patterned window, and the light spot stands merrily on the old wooden floor. The pot on the stove gurgles as the fresh scent of herbs fills the room. War, plague, poverty, the loss of loved ones, painful memories of the older generation now linger in the cracks of the walls and beneath the leaves of the trees. Antonia has lived in this quiet refuge for a long time.
Perdonatemi, may I ask, what was your name again?
Antonia has returned, holding a yellow sketch in her hands. She looks closely at Ezio, studying his face.
You said you are an auditore, see?
Yes. You know about my family?
I thought so. You look so familiar. I'm sure you know your mother, Maria Auditore, funded my father for a time. Father conducted a lot of his research on perspective in lighting. He passed that knowledge on to me.
I see. And you applied that knowledge to your frescoes, huh?
The artist winks playfully.
What goes around comes around, right?
Architects, sponsors, painters, artisans, assassins, outsiders. Our identities may differ, but our actions are all deeply interconnected. This apple has never felt so moved by the warmth and power of community.
Real.
I heard a lot about your family from Father. He was always very grateful to you.
Mi dispiace. If Mother hadn't cut your funding, perhaps you wouldn't have had to...
Antonia shakes her head calmly.
Your family helped us more than we could have ever asked for. Your mother once commissioned my father to paint a family portrait. Do you remember?
Family portrait? No, I had no idea.
It was many years ago, and the painting was never finished because of what happened to your family.
She moves slowly, then purposefully toward Ezio and hands him the sketch.
This is the only draft left, but I believe it should be returned to you. Consider it a token of thanks for delivering this letter all the way from Firenze.
Grazie.
Ezio takes the sketch, gently unfolding it in his hands.
This is...
His family! Oh no, I'm gonna cry. Oh no, I'm actually doing up. Oh, look at that young Ezio to the side. Oh my god. On the yellow sketch paper, a roughly drawn portrait captures all the members of the Auditore family.
Padre, Madre, Federico, Claudia, Petruccio.
This draft captures the younger version of you perfectly. I can vouch for that.
The young Ezio in the painting stands off to the side with a casual stance. Without a care in the world, the 17-year-old boy with an errand heart, eager to explore and venture without restraints. The rest of the family didn't seem to mind him. They stood against the clear Tuscan sky, their faces glowing with dignified poise.
What a lovely family portrait. Even the weather looks lovely. The painter did a great job capturing a wonderful moment.
Almost imperceptibly, Ezio's hands tremble, overwhelmed by a flood of long-held back emotions.
One of the sweetest of my life.
Oh no, I'm crying. From somewhere, or perhaps nowhere, he hears familiar laughter in the distance. As light as the breeze, swooping across the red rooftops, traveling over the river of time, and finally slipping out from the yellow sketch.
It is a good life we lead, brother. The best. May it never change. And may it never change us.
The brothers talk about something else afterward. Was it about Grappa or the bank? Or was it about the beautiful Christina? The gentle and warm memory scatters with the wind, eventually melting in the afternoon sunlight. The young auditore still remembers how they used to laugh and cry like innocent children. The entire world was waiting for them to explore. A moment of peace for the auditore. The end. I was not expecting to get emotional. What's this? The writers really fucking sold that real. I like them. Like, I'm legit tearing up. I don't think I even cried during Assassin's Creed itself. But now I'm like legit tearing up. Just the nostalgia added with all this. My god. They cutting onions. So true. God, this collab is perfect. Holy fuck. Picnic blanket. There's food on the picnic blanket, yet no one is around. Perhaps the observation record will tell you what happened. Observation experiment record. According to the observer instruction book, we've met the conditions for terminating the observation. But the picnic's not over yet. Do you have to go? I'm afraid it's not an option. Now, Miss Sotheby, Mr. Apple, I need you to focus. You'll be leaving the stage at any time. Hello, Mr. Apple? He's not responding. Oh no, is he poison again? Should I make an antidote? No need, I think he's just drunk. But let's say if an observer entered an observation when unconscious, they might be directly transferred to another observation. I think we'd better wake him up, Miss Sotheby. Mr. Apple, wake up. We need to... No. Oh, so that was them. Being taken back. Give me back good AC game, so we sucked. I know, right? Oh my god damn it. I miss Assassin's Creed so badly. What's this? Bonus stage. The war goes on, and you're not allowed to turn back. It's just a fight? It looks like it's just a fight. Sure, let's go with whoever. Anything to recover from...
I believe in you. My sword sharp. Party planner. I know.
From these feels that I'm feeling. We only really appreciate the things when they're lost to us, real. You may not have an SN 13 for the last level. But for the boss, Doc, for the boss fight, they sync up your characters. So you don't need to actually have them inside tree, they will put them at inside tree for you. At least for the story version of the fight.
Is that a fairy in the liquor? Agreed. A pot of liquor amidst the flowers. So that's your idea.
Our victory comes in a tide of blood.
Enjoy!
Oh, the very last level. So are these now like just like battle stages now?
Nobler common.
I hope you like a splash of red.
I believe in you. Is that a berry in the liquor?
Close your eyes. It will all be over soon.
Did anybody get hurt? I know the moon, and this is an alien city. Colorful clouds. The sign of the Shangri.
Get away from me.
That line was funny.
Give them a warm welcome.
I'm mad that the AC I wanted came from a gacha collab. Yeah, I'm like, you know, like I love reverse.
A pot of liquor amidst the that's
But I'm like,
idea.
we should get this quality in like
shop.
an actual Assassin's Creed game.
Nobler common.
And it's so sad
Break it, break it.
that we're getting it in a gacha game.
Cercaron su questerne cole. Lift the cup, the moon invite. Let drink and painting fill the night.
That was certainly a
The
choice.
story begins with a bad adult.
Crying, shaking, throwing up.
In ink and flesh, no night or day. Then why
Oh
not
yeah, right, I
dream the
got a
time
different
away?
animation for her now with the skin. Thought of me with the Semmelweis? Yes.
Very well.
I don't even know how to use her.
Battles have little meaning, save for the prizes to be won.
Oh, Semmelweis, the woman that you are. Okay, so yeah, these are just like battle stages now. Alright, alright. I see how it is. So we're done with the story for now then. I mean, I did say the end, but you know, I just wanted to make sure. What's this? We've experienced Ezio's life as an assassin. There are different types of attacks on the map. Complete them to gain florins, which you can spend to renovate your villa and upgrade your assassins. These are other than skirmish and trace of shadow. Ah! Oh my god, it's kinda like... After building the auditorium, other buildings can be renovated. Buildings provide items after being renovated, which can help us during their operations. Remember the villa rebuilding from the game? Where do you play Semmelweis with Arcacania? Oh, I have no idea how to use Semmelweis. I just grab the... It was a lower level stage. I just grabbed mineral characters and threw them together. Okay, I'm gonna do this in my own time, but this is... Man, didn't have to go this hard. They went so hard. Actually, let's just check it quickly just to kind of check the gameplay. How does this play? I have no equipment. Oh, do I get to use Ezio? I don't have skip detection this round. In Trace of Shadow, you will act as an assassin to complete all kinds of tasks. Most of Assassin's actions cost AP. When you run out of AP, tap on end round to proceed. After that, the enemy round starts. They may spawn new enemies, move, or attack. After the enemy round ends, your round starts again, recovering all assassins' AP. Enemies start a search when assassins move to their tiles or when they move to assassin's tiles. Assassins become exposed if detected. Enemies attack exposed assassins in the same tile. Assassins automatically enter the stealth status when in an enemy, free tile, or when on a tower. In this status, they can perform assassination to kill enemies. One incident is triggered at the start of each round, causing a variety of impacts on deciding enemies' movement direction if no assassins are being exposed. Enemies in the station status stay where they are. Tap on an assassin. Ah! The art. Air assassination. Yippee! Synchronization success. Yippee! We got Florence. Yippee! Oh, now we got barracks. This can carry a strong knife. Oh, this is fun. Okay, I'm actually going to try to progress this minigame. What's this? There's impression. Oh, it even has like the data point thingies. Leonardo da Vinci, the illegitimate son of a notary and a peasant woman, Leonardo da Vinci was raised in Tuscany. At age 14, he was apprenticed to a Florentine painter, Verrocchio, who taught him chemistry, drafting, painting, sculpting, and modeling. When he was 20, Leonardo established his own workshop and then traveled across Italy, eventually painting his masterpieces The Last Supper in 1498 and the Mona Lisa in 1503 to 1507. During his travels, Leonardo studied the world with an unquenchable curiosity. He created designs for a helicopter, tank, solar power, and a calculator, among others. Despite this epic list of accomplishments, Leonardo was hounded by his patrons for his chronic procrastination. Pieces frequently took years longer than he anticipated, and many were never finished at all. Apple, there's no doubt he's a nice friend, but artistic talent always comes with a loose concept of time. This Apple learned that long ago from the captain. I'm sure you did. God, I'm crying. They went so hard for this collab. Oh, I'm so happy. Yeah, it's like the minigame from 2. I was like, oh, I played this game before and I love them. God. If only I had pools. I had to keep playing to get pools. But anyway, let's get here for a second. Rate the part 1 story out of 10. I mean, I'm not gonna be objective. That was big. That was amazing. Cinema. It just woke up something deep in me. And now I'm like, damn, I miss the OG Assassin's Creed game so badly. Assassin's Creed out of 10, real. I'm like, damn. I miss OG Assassin's Creed. Why can't we have nice things, Ubisoft? Why? Oh, and the whole thing with Ezio's family. Oh, goddamn. And the music and the CGs were also pretty good. I don't know who's voice acting Ezio, but like he delivered. You know, I mean, it's not the original BA, but like he delivered anyway. God, I hope I can get Ezio. I need to I need to play, I need to farm currency. I can't have my account without Ezio. I'm sure it was so much fun. AC playthrough soon. Oh, now after this, I might actually reconsider and like maybe play the original trilogy. You know, I kind of refresh my memory. I don't know. Mayhaps we'll see. Because there's other games I want to play, but also playing the original trilogy means I don't need to buy games because I already have them. But then again, I think I have them on like Xbox. But I think they are available like one of the passes on Xbox or Sony. Ezio trilogy for the win. Yeah. I mean, I like the entire OG trilogy, you know, like Altair, Ezio. Connor, maybe not so much, but it was alright. It's just like, you know, after Ezio, it's hard to top Ezio. Ezio is just so good. Like, you know, Altair gets a pass because he's like the first one. But Ezio is just Ezio. My poor fella Connor was entertaining. Yeah, he was alright. Like as I said, you know, as I said, it's just that after Ezio, I feel like everyone falls short. Okay, so let's stop crying for now. Trump-based. Yeah, you know, like you can't follow up Ezio with Connor. Like, you know, if you see Connor without having seen Ezio before, he's okay. You know, he's alright. He's a good one. He's not like a bad protagonist or anything. But like, you know, he's not Ezio. I'm not refuting that statement. The remaster doesn't have some things, I believe. I think it was the order in which the DLC missions took place in AC2 in the timeline. Ah. That statement was true and based. Connor was good. Glad the Black Flag brought the family saga full circle. Yeah. I like Connor's story, but yeah, he's not Ezio. Yeah, no, it's like Connor is good. Like, you know, I also like Connor's story. But Ezio is just Ezio. You know, his charisma, his personality, he's just so fun. And, you know, and his whole story also. With, like, how he gets his entire family killed. Even, like, his little brother, who was, like... He was, like, a kid. And he got killed as well, you know. He got executed as well. And it's like, bro. I remember he has a thing. Outer Point also with he has a thing with like a lady. I can't remember what happens to her. Did she also die, or did they have? Did they have to get separated? I think. But I can't remember that. You know, he had a thing with a lady. but like they couldn't be together. And I was just like, God, just give my boy a break. He deserves at least one nice thing in his life. He was 9, he was horrible saying that as a 13-year-old. Yeah, the little kid, like he was 9. And he had a... I think he was also kind of like autist coded or something, you know, because he was the one that collected feathers also, you know, and then you know, the whole like feather collectible thing is because he used to collect feathers. And they just execute him on cold blood. And I was like, that's a kid! Nice things, we don't do that here. Do I from the beginning of the game? Maybe. The lady thing is part of the DLC mission going back to his hometown. I could not say because I mean it's been a while, and I don't know if I had the DLCs unless they were free. But I remember he had a like a romance interest. I think it was from the beginning, but like yeah, but then he has he has to run because of the whole thing with his family, so they can't be together. I can't remember if they get together later on or not. Clearly, I don't remember a lot of things, so clearly I need to replay the games. Clearly, we need to relive all that story, guys. At least the Ezio trilogy. Because the first one, you know, I love Altair, but I don't know if I will go back to playing the very first game. You know, because like all the very old mechanics and such. Like I kind of want to. I mean, I could give it a try maybe, assuming I can find the games. As I think I have it. I have them in one of the Xbox or PlayStation passes. I will need to check. Yeah, Assassin's Creed 1 is a bit rough for today's standards. Like even when it came out, it was a bit rough around the edges. But you know, it wasn't anything too bad for the time. But like now I look back on it and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know if, you know, I love playing the game, but I don't know if I will play it again. It's kind of tedious. But I kind of want to see the dialogues as well. So I don't know. It shall be considered. A bit rough kind of falls short. It shall be considered because this collab really awoke my Assassin's Creed love again. As I said, I was a crazy Assassin's Creed fan. Like, I will wait for the new games with bated breath. You know, and get them as soon as I could and play them. And like, you know, try to get all the lore and stuff. You look back on it, damn, I live like this, yeah. You played the PSP title. I did play the PS Vita game. I do have it also, actually. That was actually fun because it did make use of some of the PS Vita gimmicks, which I love when games made use of the PS Vita gimmicks because the PS Vita had so many gimmicks that so little games used. Oh, but yeah, that was so good. That was so good, and I really want to replay the first few Assassin's Creed games. I said at least the Desmond trilogy, the Desmond story. I mean, quote unquote trilogy. You know, they call it a trilogy because it's technically 3 games, but like Assassin's Creed 2, it's like a trilogy in itself. So it's like technically 6 games. It's crazy. When Altair says Marianne fall in love. Oh, I did not play that one. I was not aware of that one. Crazy. I did play the Facebook game though. Remember there was a Facebook game? I did play that for a while. Like the official Ubisoft Assassin's Creed Facebook game. There was? Yeah, there was. Did no one else play the Assassin's Creed Facebook game? Facebook game. Never heard of it. Yeah, it was linked to Brotherhood. The Project Legacy. Assassin's Creed Project Legacy was a Facebook game, which was first made available on 30 September 2010 with the Italian Wars memory set. In it, players were recruits for Abstergo Industries' Project Legacy, who relieved the genetic memories of other individuals through a program known as the DDS, or Data Dump Scanner, an Animus software patch that could allow a person to relieve the memories of someone who was not their ancestor. In Assassin's Creed Revelations, an Abstergo dossier stated that Project Legacy was currently on hold due to security concerns. Yeah, that was a thing. There was Identity also. Identity was a mobile one, I think, no? Assassin's Creed Identity. The spin-off installment of the Assassin's Creed series that takes place alongside the events of Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Released worldwide on iOS on 25 February 2016, followed by an Android version on 18 May 2016. Identity was the first mobile game in the series to incorporate a full 3D environment and third-person traversal style gameplay. Let me see pictures. No, actually, I don't think I played this one. Was there any other mobile game? But I heard about it though. And I played one of the mobile games. I can't remember which one. I also used like the companion app that they had for Black Flag. I can't remember. They had a companion app for one of their games. Wasn't there one oriented on Black Flag? Yeah, just looking it up, there was also one Assassin's Creed Pirates. And I was like, all of these side games are lost media, yeah. You can get certain things in the OG games and more, yeah. Man, god damn it, Ubisoft, give us back the OG Assassin's Creed. How I wish they will go back to it. Because again, as I said, I did play Origins, I did play Odyssey. They're alright. They're entertaining, I do enjoy them. And I never finished Odyssey because there were just so many quests. Queen, hello! There are just so many quests. If you guys end up liking Cassandra, I might play Odyssey on a stream and just do what I do with all these games and just, on a stream, it's just main story. And then maybe I'll manage to finish the game. But yeah, it's way too long. And like most of the side content is just the same thing over and over. But, they didn't really grip me as much as the first few ones did with like Desmond and everything, and the whole thing between the past and the present. I do want to play the side scrollers though. I have not played the side scrollers. I do want to play them. Bring back Desmond. Desmond deserved better. I did like Origins also. The thing is that I said Origins felt like a nice reboot. Because yeah, it was open world, kind of. But it wasn't bloated, it was before Ubisoft just bloated their games with the same mission over and over. So it had just like, it had a side quest, but you were actually able to, get into a new town or city, do all the side quests, and then continue the story. Which is, I kind of went into Odyssey with the same idea. And in Odyssey, it is not possible. just too much side stuff. The Russian one is most interesting. China was okay, but has the girl who found all Etsy from Ember. Gosh, Ember's was so good. Ah, I see. I miss Black Flag so much. Black Flag was fun as well, but it was mostly... I think Black Flag was mostly fun because they really nailed the boats. I remember that around the time the French AC was being made, there were rumors of an AC in the Mexican Revolution. Oh, that would have been fun. Now, talking about Assassin's Creed with my sister, it's like Shadows came out after multiple delays and all the dramas around the delays, and I feel like people talk about it maybe for a week and then it just fell into obscurity. And I'm like, damn. They took the boss mechanic from AC3 and made a whole game around it. Yeah. Shadows is the new one, right? Yeah. The one set in Japan. It came out and I heard some people saying that it was fun. And that's it. As I said, after a week or so, I didn't hear anything else from the game. To the point that my sister had even forgotten that it actually came out. And I was like, yeah, no, it released months ago. If you notice in the side files you find in Black Flag, all the projects were hinted at. The ones that came into full games and custom ones. Ah. I forgot about that one until you mentioned it. Yeah, and like sometimes I remember, I'm like, oh yeah, right, that game is out. I used to be such a huge AC fan, but I haven't played the new ones at all. I mean, from the new ones, I would say Origins is the only one that is worth the time, just because it's more concise. You know, it's kind of like they were having a nice return to form, you know, and then they just went insane in Odyssey. And from what I've heard, Valhalla is even worse than Odyssey when it comes to like the side content, which is insane to me because like, how do you add more things than Odyssey has? Like Odyssey is already insane, and you're telling me Valhalla is worse. How is that possible? Wasn't there an AC where you played as a traitor assassin? Yes, Rogue. Which is the one that kind of got overlooked. Because as everyone was saying, I think that was the last Assassin's Creed that came out for PS3. And then they released like the following one for the PS4. And everyone just went to play the following one. And no one played Rogue. But the few people that have played Rogue had told me that Rogue is actually... that is good. So I'm curious about it. I did start it at one point. Rogue was actually really fun. And like I did start it at one point. And I remember that I was very hooked. But then I didn't continue it. Maybe I could play it also. You know, play a few of the classic ones. I don't know if Black Flag, just because it was a bit too massive to play on stream. But you know, the ones kind of leading up to 3. And like Rogue. I kind of want to play Unity, but it's broken. Like the game is literally broken. I don't know if now if I get it on the PS5 or on the Xbox One, it might not be broken. But like my sister was playing it on one of our consoles. I'm pretty sure it was the PS4. And she could never finish it. Merely because it was broken. Like she reached a mission. Oh, it wasn't that one, or was it the other one? Let's see. Which one was Unity? Might be thinking of the other one. Okay, you know, I'm thinking of the other one, I think. Syndicate. I think. Syndicate was the one with the brothers, right? Yeah. The British one. Yeah, that's the one that she was playing. She was actually having some fun with it. But she could never finish it. Because the game was just broken. Like, she reached a mission that it was just bugged. Like, it will just crash the PS4. And I can't remember if she played Unity. I will need to ask her. She played more than me because I got to Black Flag and kind of got tired. Unity was good for what it was the last decent AC game. I really like Arnon and Starcross lovers thing. Oh, that's interesting. That's the course of the British. Yeah, just the British course my PS4. And like she was really like it wasn't something like at the start of the game also. She was also like really far into the game. But then the game will just crash. Like she was unable to continue because the game will crash in the exact same point every time. But God, yeah, maybe I'll see about it. I'll check. I'm pretty sure they're, as I said, I'm pretty sure they're like on Game Pass or something. So I'll check. And after this collab, I might stream a few of the OG Assassin's Creed games. Just because this left me really, really craving for those good old times. Said I love Cassandra, so I'm also looking forward to see how they do the second part of the collab. And you know, if it also leaves me like, I want to play Odyssey, then maybe I'll also stream it. But as I said, the good thing of when I stream games like that is like, okay, I'm just gonna do main story. I'm not gonna get distracted by side quests. Because when I play it on my own, when I play games like that on my own, I inevitably get sidetracked with stuff. But we'll see also, because it had it had the whole level thingy with the armor and stuff. But it still looks fantastic. Notre Dame and Hall of Mirrors in the place. But yeah, maybe we'll see. Maybe we'll go through the Assassin's Creed games. Just a trip down memory lane. At the very least, as I said, at the very least, the Desmond trilogy. From there on, we'll see. we'll see how it goes. But for now, I really gotta eat because I need to wake up early tomorrow. I was so into it, I didn't realize how late it got. Oh my god, that was so good. That was so good. It made me miss the OG game so much. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing Gears 2 on Saturday, and on Sunday we'll be doing something. I was leaving it for like, you know, in case I had to finish the Assassin's Creed collab on that day. But I guess for now it will be either like I'll either like finish the Gears 2 event if for some reason I don't finish it on Saturday. If not, I don't know. Uamusume probably. Thank you for bringing back memories for the stream. You're welcome. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. It was so good. And it wasn't overly long either, probably because they had it in 2 parts, you know. They had like the first part with Ezio, and they're gonna have the second part with Cassandra next week. Midnight morning streams. Oh yeah, they're morning for you. Yippee! Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming consistently now until at least November. Because I have a friend coming on November. But I don't really mind streaming with her around. But you know, I would probably not stream as much. Like maybe only on weekends, weekend mornings. Or only on weeknights, depending on whether there's like destroying events going on or not. But we shall see when the time comes, because that's not for sure yet. But yeah, in November there exists a possibility of less streams, but nothing confirmed yet. Yeah, the Australian event, it's happening soon. It's crazy. But yeah, thank you guys for coming and enjoying. I'm glad you enjoyed the collab as much as I did, and that we all fondly remember when Assassin's Creed was good. But yeah, thank you for coming. Remember to stay safe, stay hydrated, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Toodaloo.